What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Interest, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Terence Crawford, man. This guy, Terence Crawford, he's something else, you know. Probably one of the greatest athletes we'll ever get to witness. You know, he's done stuff in the sport that nobody can be able to replicate. Nobody can be able to duplicate. Seriously. Like, we won't be able to find one fighter in boxing, maybe not in this generation, that will be willing to take as much risk as Terence Crawford is willing to take. That risk he just took versus Canelo Alvarez, you know, and he's probably the first fighter I've seen promote risk over rewards, you know, or something like that along those lines, where he knows if you take the risk, you'll get the rewards. And he's probably the first fighter I see promote that, about taking risks. And boxing is a dangerous sport where you can seriously get hurt. You can seriously get hurt in the sport of boxing. So most fighters don't want to take that risk. But here's a guy in Terence Crawford who, when I listen to him talk about boxing and talk about how he feels when it comes to the sport of boxing, like recently he just sat down with Andre Ward, and him and Andre Ward was talking about how he feel when he goes into these fights. And you won't believe what Bud Crawford said. The guy said, I love it. I love chaos. I do well under chaos, under pressure. When everybody think the moment is too big for me, that's when I shine. That is the most dangerous man in the world, guys. That is the most dangerous man in the world. When everybody think he's going to lose, he has no chance. That is when he's at his best. That is the most dangerous man in the world. The guy said, when everybody thinks I have no chance, that's when I'm at my best. That's when I have to pull something out of the hat. Do something they're going to remember. I remember telling y'all about Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez fight. How that fight reminded me of the movie Troy. And a lot of people couldn't see the comparison I tried to give y'all. I said this fight reminds me of the movie Troy. When Troy was about to fight the big dude, I forget what country he was or whatever. And the little kid was like, are you seriously about to fight that giant? And Troy was like, yeah, why not? And the kid was like, man, I wouldn't want to fight him. Then Troy looked at the little kid and was like, that's why nobody will remember your name. And when this fight was being talked about, or being announced, I looked at this fight as that. Crawford versus Canelo. The reason why Crawford's taking this fight, he wants to be remembered forever in the sport of boxing. He wants to stamp his name amongst, not only as boxing elite, not only as number one pound for pound fighter in the world, but he wanted to be in the conversations with the GOATs of boxing. He wanted to be put on that Mount Rushmore. And he knew that fight with Canelo was going to give him everything he ever wanted. And he went in there and he did everything he was supposed to do. This isn't from the Canelo Alvarez fight. This is from the Spence fight. But I just like this outfit. Look how he got the net on, guys. Because he went fishing. Boxing has a really great storyline, guys. Let's just sit down and chat for a second. We'll get back to Canelo for a second. Boxing has a really great storyline. You know, the way everything is like put together it's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we know Bud Crawford's a simple guy. He's a family man. He has about 7-8 kids, right? And he likes to go fishing, right? And it's just happened to be that actually related to one of the biggest fights in his career versus Earl Spence, who calls himself the Big Fish. Why would you call yourself the Big Fish? And we got a guy in Terence Bud Crawford who's your rival, and he likes to go fishing and he likes to catch fish, and you calling yourself the Big Fish. And all of that storyline just match so well with each other. Crawford came out with the net outfit, like it was just amazing to watch how the whole thing played out. And not only did he come out with that, he came out with one of the greatest rappers to ever do it, Eminem. Come on, man. That was his moment. And he came out to the song where Eminem was talking about you only get one chance because opportunity comes once in a lifetime or something. Like, I believe that was the song. So it was like almost perfect, a crowning moment for Bud Crawford. He was like, man, I worked so hard to get here. And then after that, you know, he wasn't satisfied with that. He got Canelo Alvarez fight. The biggest name in the sport of boxing. The biggest draw in the sport of boxing since Floyd Mayweather. He got that fight. And not only did he take advantage of the fight, he excelled beyond everybody's expectations. He surpassed everything everybody thought of. He rewrote history taking that Canelo Alvarez fight. Some people are saying, oh, it's a fluke. Oh, Canelo just took him lightly. Well, let's do it again. And he's going to do it again. You guys think he got respect right now for the Canelo Alvarez fight? He's going to get even more respect when he beats Canelo Alvarez again. Let's do it again. Man, Bud Crawford is the true definition of a great athlete, generational talent, a once-in-a-lifetime fighter, talented athlete we probably may never see for decades. This is why I urge Bud Crawford to keep making history, keep padding to his stats.